The pairs at the 2021 Skate Canada should be pretty clean cut. Barring any major disaster, Wang Jing and Hong Kong should easily win the pairs competition. I can't wait to see their program in high quality videos. I'm really grateful for the fan videos from the Asian Open. However, to fully enjoy Sway and Hong, I need close up and clean video feed. This will be their start of the Olympic campaign for gold. And landing the side by side is the main roadblock that this team will have to overcome. I never understood why the Chinese Figure Skating Federation never hired a jump specialist for their pairs. Chinese pairs excelled in almost every element except the side by side. Investing in a jump specialist and a foreign jump specialist, I feel would really be a beneficial option in the long run for their pairs program. However, that aside, I am so looking forward to Sway and Hong. I feel like it's been almost a year and a half since we've really seen them at high level competition. Not since Worlds, which I'm still trying to process and get over those PCs. But let's forget about that. Clean slate. I feel like they're going to slowly build this season leading up to Beijing. I mean, at a home Olympic, I pray they have the moment that they deserve, because this is the end of their career and it would be fabulous if they could end it on a high note. So they're definitely the one team that I'm absolutely looking forward to for the pairs. In second place, I have Daria Pavlyuchenko and Denis Kudakin. I have this team in second place because I feel like they're the standby team for the Russian. Should any of the top three teams fail to deliver, I think Daria and Dennis can easily find themselves with a ticket to Beijing. They have all the technical elements required to be a top team, and they always remind me of Street Fighters. I feel like this team is always in it to win it. Like, they're not trying to play it safe. They don't want to be the number 4th team in Russia. They want to be the winner. And they're hungry, they're young. You never know. You never know. For me, for that Olympic spot, if one of the Matvina's teams doesn't quite get it together, I think Dennis and Daria could be in there. For now, I have them in second place at this event. I have Vanessa James and Eric Rockford rounding off my podium in pairs. The Canadian Skating Federation really seems to like this pair, and they're definitely trying to make them the number one Canadian pairs team. To be honest, it's not as if the other Canadian top pair teams are making it hard for them. Given that this is a Grand Prix in Canada, if Vanessa can manage to get at least one clean jump, I think the judges will help get them on the podium. A medal here would really, really help to solidify them as a favorite for the Canadian national title and for them to become the number one Canadian team. I know there's a lot of controversy around this team. At the end of the day, for me, the most important thing is how they skate. Let's see how they skate. Let's see where the judges place them based on how they skate. So we'll have to wait. I have them on the podium for now, but just barely. Off the podium in the pewter position by a tiny, tiny margin, I have Ashley Kane Gribble and Timothy Leduc. Honestly, I think they probably will be the bronze medal winner if they can manage to get the throws landed. If they can land those throws, they already have everything else. I wouldn't say they have any elements that's wow. Their twist is not that great. Their side by side, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Their lifts are basic, but there is something that I like about this team. There's so much ice presence. There's just so much speed and so much power. There's just something about this team that I like. And I feel like if they can land those throws, they may be able to get themselves on the podium. And this is really important because the U.S. only has 2 spots, but the U.S. has 3 top pairs team that are vying for this 2 spots. The last competition, Skate America, there was no U.S. team on that podium. So if Ashley and Tim can manage to get themselves a medal in the Grand Prix, I think this will go a long way towards solidifying them a spot on the Olympic team. So I have them off the podium, but just barely. In 4th and 5th place, I'm going to put Nervia Fabian Hayes and Nolan Sigget. This team is so pleasant to watch. I've said this before, they're so pleasant to watch. And they have made a lot of progress this season. If they can land the throws and the other teams falter, they can sneak in and steal that bronze. This team for me is that outside dark horse. They can't do it all on their own, but if the other teams fail to deliver, they could be in there. Rounding out my top 6 is Kristen Moortowers and Michael Marinero. This is a do or die for this team. If the judges place Vanessa and Eric ahead of them again at this competition, their national title is in real danger. This team cannot afford any errors. They have to show their federation and the judges that they should be the leading Canadian team. Again, this is not a team with elements that are wow. Their twists, not that great. Side by side, hit and miss. Throws, hit and miss. Lifts, okay. So they really have to put everything together to give themselves every possible chance that they can. Any little error, and that's it for them. They're still going to go to the Olympics because Canada has 2 spots. But they will not be going as the Canadian national champion, which I believe is what they are aiming for. I mean, pairs is another tense discipline with so much on the line for the pairs. The pre-Olympic season is like nothing else, and we can only imagine the kind of stress these teams will be under. For me, I definitely think this will be a great start for Sui and Hong on their road towards the Beijing Olympics. I have them for the win, but this is sport. You never know what will happen. So let me know, which pairs do you have on the Olympic teams? Which pair do you have on the podium? And who do you think will come out the winners at the 2021 Skate Canada? Leave me a comment.